is going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? Let's see who we've got here. We have got Luigi, Lewis, Splatoon Pro, Andrew Taylor, Sheercold Vanillix, Mike F, Gamer Blitz, Ryan Palmer, Greg Hen, Loot123, and Samuel S. Welcome to the stream, everyone. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing? What's up, Haxorus and Ultra Pie? Welcome to the stream, guys. What's up? Not much, Greg. Not much. Just starting the stream off and all that good stuff. Hoping to get a shiny today. Would be quite awesome if today could finally be the day for either of these. Both are over odds at this point. Let me know what audio sounds like, guys. I don't know. I'm really paranoid that I keep like goofing up all of the dials and stuff on my amp every time I have to set controllers next to it, because my desk is really busy right now because I've got all this stuff on it that really shouldn't be on it, but I haven't dealt with it. And I'm on a smaller desk than normal because I am home for the summer and never got a new one. So, yeah, that's how it is. Finally beat the stupid Singing World 3 boss in Mario Rabbids, and you feel so good now. I know that feeling, not, like, specifically with that game, or really necessarily any game, but, like, the feeling of finally beating something, or, like, completing and fixing something, basically being successful at something after having spent hours or days stuck not getting it right is so satisfying. So satisfying. Just like these shinies will be in a bit. You finally got your shiny Bulbasaur in 648 eggs. Awesome, Mike. Awesome. Congratulations, man. And yours good. Awesome. Audio's great. Audio's great. Well, thanks. Yeah, because I don't know. I might be bumping like my volume, or I might just be, I don't know. It could be nothing. I'm probably just paranoid about it. Like, the knobs are super easy to turn, and I keep setting controllers on the same stand that I have my mic attached to. So, yeah, that's that whole thing. But I'm glad to hear it's doing well. Gonna be a little real with Regice isn't actually that bad. I'm gonna be a little real with you. Oh, I mean, I don't mind it. Like I said, it's not a bad shiny. It's a disappointing one. Just because I think there's a difference between, like, a shiny being inherently bad and a shiny just not being very different. Like, it was an okay design in the first place. It just would have been nice if they could have done something a little bit different with a 3D model. Because, like, the 2D version looks okay, but, like, it just didn't translate to the, like, way lighting and colors and stuff work in Gen 6 and 7. Literally had to come up with a strategy. I mean, sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes, and it can be frustrating, I feel that. Like, I'm so much of a power through and don't think about it guy. Like, that's how I play Pokemon. So yeah, when you have to think of a strategy, if you're not, like, if you don't already do that, it can be rough. It can be rough. What's up, Trash? Welcome to the stream. You found some of the Fanfies friends for it. I think I saw you mention that. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. How are you doing today? Like, Pikachu or Gengar. Yeah, I mean, like, they're not the worst colors for a Pokemon ever. Like, obviously, they were chosen the first time, but it's why I don't necessarily like them as a shiny, you know? Like, if that makes sense and doesn't sound weird. I triple teamed him through his 3 phases. Nice. Nice. I'm really excited for Gen 8. I am too. I saw, like, a little bit of news today. I saw someone post about news and got very concerned, and then actually read the news and was much less concerned about Masuda saying, like, what I saw someone post was Masuda said, "Let's go, we'll let you transfer Pokemon to newer games, or to, like, future games." And I was like, hold up. And I went and looked it up, and apparently it's like, they haven't dropped the idea off the table, and they didn't say, like, specifically 2 mainline games. So I think that's just leaving the door open for some more Let's Go games in the future, which would be awesome. I'm okay with that, as long as they, I prefer them to stick to being their own thing, you know? That's my only thing there, I guess. Yo, what's up, Grenji? Welcome to the stream. You can message me on Discord when you're not working or streaming. If I want to play Fortnite with you, you'll be on more after Sunday. I don't even have Fortnite on my Switch, man. If I do ever want to play it, I will hit you up, though. What's up, MT? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's going well. It's going well. How are you doing, man? Yeah, it's going well. We just got the stream started for the day. Back after I've been taking like, my normal break day off, as well as an extra day. Yeah, no, sorry about, like, canceling the stream Tuesday. I tried to make, like, a fun little thing, do Rocket League and stuff. Obviously, like, that was last minute, which makes it hard for people to join in. But, yeah, so, yeah, I had to, like, cancel the stream just because, like, work was, like, mentally exhausting. Like, it wasn't physically exhausting. It's not a physical labor job or anything. But, like, it was a solid 8 hours of, like, doing thing after thing after thing, no real break except for lunch. Like, that kind of day, you know? So I got home and I do some yard work, and then I was like, as weird as it might sound, like, I was totally chill to play video games and, like, shiny hunt or something, but I didn't want to be on camera for 2 hours. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. That's kind of where my mood was on Tuesdays. That's why we didn't end up having a stream. What's up, Luke's Maths? Welcome to the stream. Question, how does it to play Pokemon Y and knowing we already know about newer games like Sun, Moon, and Yusum? I mean, it's not really, like, compensating to play. Or it's not like... It's not like it'd be bad or, like, compromising anything, or, like... You're not really giving anything up to play those games. Like, it depends on what kind of game you're into. XY, like, Gen 6 will have more Pokemon you can catch. Maybe a little bit bigger and more complex of a region. Alola, honestly, wasn't very much so, even though I loved Alola. I mean, the games just have different things to offer, and really the only difference is a better engine and slightly better graphics, which they really couldn't bump it up too much because the 3DS was already at its limit after the first set of games. Like, they had to remove 3D to make it work. So that's where we already were with Gen 6, so you're not really compromising too much. It's not like stepping back from, like, Gen 3 to Gen 2 or anything in terms of mechanics. They're built for the same system. What's up, Charmander? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? To make things more fun, you also got a shiny Staryu, shiny Chinchino, shiny Dewpider, shiny Buneary, and shiny Metachan. Awesome, Mike. Awesome, Mike. That's awesome, man. Mr. Rocket League thing. You got Pokemon X after you got Moon. I mean, I got Pokemon Y after I played Alpha Sapphire, which isn't the same jump, but yeah, I mean, they're different games. I got Leafgreen after I played Sun and Moon. I got Platinum and Black after playing Sun and Moon. Like, stepping back doesn't mean you're necessarily losing anything. When you're talking, like, new gen and, like, second newest gen, maybe, but because, like, eventually they become classics and that's a whole different story. But it's not like a jump from 5 to 6, which I know some people would argue is like a downgrade, but like mechanics and engine and experience-wise, it's not that level of a jump. You're not changing form factor, you're not changing like from 2D to 3, like that was the biggest jump Pokemon's ever made right there. But yeah, so Gen 6 over Gen 7, basically just a different design. But I wouldn't say you're missing out on too much. What's up, Pika-sum? Welcome to the stream. Good luck. Well, thank you, Lux. I appreciate it. Miss Chibi style Gen, the Chibi style Gen 6 did. I actually kind of did as well. Obviously, Gen 7's not bad. It grew on me, but like when I first downloaded the demo, I was like, oh, that's what they're gonna look like. Like, I don't know. The characters just look like noodles to me a little bit. Like, ultimately, obviously, it's not bad, and I don't have a problem with it. They look fine. But, like, it was that first jump. But, yeah, I definitely agree. I really did like Gen 6. I would love to see Lily, or, like, really any of the characters in Gen 6 style. Charmander question, when will you shine? I don't know. Maybe it'll show up to answer that one today. Like, the Chibi style looked good. It did look good. It did. I mean, the new style looks good, too. It probably works better for customization and stuff. As well as, that was one of the few areas they could, like, take another step with, you know? Pokemon Y. I still need to actually beat a Kalos game. The problem is, like, I got halfway through it and I took a break, and then by the time I got back into Pokemon Sun and Moon routes, I played those and got sucked into shiny hunting. You like the Chibi style? You like it better than the 3D? But the Chibi style is a 3D model. I don't know what you mean there. Once you get to the Shiny Charmander, you will have Flare Blitz, Outrage, Metal Claw, Dragon Dance. Since you'll be Jolly, and you hope it is a special, or has a 31 attack, 31 defense, and 31 special attack and defense, and then 0 special attack, 31 speed. Okay. Better than Gen 7's full scale. Like, more realistically proportioned. Like, I understand that. Like I said, to me they looked like noodles at first. Again, just like the demo, and very quickly got used to it. I think it looks fine. It lets them... I think it honestly lets them do more expressions with like body language and stuff. So ultimately, I'm fine with it. I do like it personally, but yeah, no, like there was nothing wrong at all with the style before, but there's not really anything wrong with the style now either. What's up, Dr. Glowstone? Welcome to the stream. You'll beat it because it's great. I mean, yeah, I have Y. I've actually played a good bit of Y. It was just like I played a bit of Y, and then I went back to shiny hunting. Like that's honestly what happened with it. And then U-Sun came out, and I was kind of here, and my goal for the summer, like I remember mentioning this way back, like in the first month, and I'm gonna hold myself to it. I'm gonna hold myself to it, even if it like destroys me after a little bit. I'm almost done with the hold up for a little bit of it, but yeah, the plan was to get through Johto, Unova, and Kalos over the summer in some form. Crystal, I'm halfway through, so I can finish that one as soon as I finish my other goal, which technically is getting through another region of Fiore. But yeah, that one's wrapping up here, thankfully, so I can get back to kind of doing that stuff. And so, like, my goal was to get through it, and I thought it would be pretty easy, but the problem ended up being work. Work and streams take up a large amount of my time that I'm awake during the day, leaving me not really wanting to mess too much with a lot of stuff after the stream's done. So yeah, I just end up like watching Netflix or something and going to bed. Like I barely play video games outside of like playing Ranger right now and streaming. Like that's honestly what I've been doing. So no, like that's a goal I have to get through by like the end of the summer, and I've got about a month. I've got a month to do it. What's up, Imperial Cav? Welcome to the stream, man. You're mad at Nintendo for not adding Waluigi in Smash. I mean, he's not an assist trophy. He's not like a full-blown character, unfortunately, but for me, that's never been the biggest deal. For me, that hasn't become like a big problem. I know it's for me though. I think Shinies should be much darker blue for Regice and change his eyes like green. See, if they did that and changed the eyes to green, I think it would be completely justified to leave it how it is. You know, I think like it's ice. Like, it'd be really cool if it was more transparent, but I don't know if the current models can, like, do that without it being, like, a particle effect or something, and I know that would kill the system to do an entire model as a particle. But, yeah, no, like, some other little difference. I get that, like, if they didn't need to change the eyes for 2D, so when they made the model 3D, and the texture and stuff, it ended up not, like, they didn't want to change it, but it didn't end up working quite as well. And you got 5 eggs. What? I got 5 eggs. I mean, I have... Are you talking about Ranger? I have 9 now. I have 9, which is about 8 more than the majority of people who ever even got 1 have. I don't know. Like I said, there's a reason that like it's been a big time crunch and why it's been like the one thing I've been doing, you know? But, and I promise I'll explain like later, maybe in video form, as to why that happened that way. What's up, Michael Shadow? Welcome to the stream. This is gonna shiny Clan Pearl while tuning your stream. Well, awesome, dude. Awesome. Congrats on that. Yo, what's up, Camilla? Welcome to the stream. Formosa's wings are transparent, right? I think they are. They might be. I don't know, I haven't looked at Formosa's model that closely, I'll be honest. So yeah, I mean, it's possible then. It's possible. Because I think it'd be really cool if, like, the shiny for Regice was a little bit, like, see-through. Because I honestly think that's what they were kind of going for with, like, the darker blue, like, the kind of deeper blue they had in the 2D sprite. But I'm not 100% sure. But I think, like, if they could have made it, like, a little bit see-through, that would have been cool. With ice and all that stuff. I like when Pokemon looks cartoony, Let's Go is going for them. I like it. I get that. I get that. It'll be interesting to see what Gen 8 does. Like, if they continue to make it more realistic, which I don't see. I kind of said this for Gen 6, too. Like, I didn't see it going much more realistic than that. And then we saw the proportions of the Gen 7 models and stuff. I don't know. I can't see the, like, people in the game getting much more realistic than they are with the looks of the current, like, 3D models. So unless they're redoing every single Pokemon model, too, to, like, have fur, like, full-blown, like, actual fur and stuff, I don't see them getting more realistic with the people. Shiny Regice was easier to tell in Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of the Pokemon that are, like, notorious for having bad shiny, for having bad shinies, have the bad shinies specifically in Gen 6 and 7. It's just the way lighting and all that stuff works. You can't control it as well when you have like actual lighting involved, as opposed to like when you do 2D stuff. What's up, Sydney? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? What's up, Caleb Moran? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing, man? It has been a while. It has been a while, man. I do remember you. You should, you would change Shiny Typhlosion. How would you change it? Shiny Regice should be black since there's black ice. The thing is there. That would actually continue to lean towards it being clear, because black ice is actually just like, it's so clear that it looks like water. And generally it's on asphalt or something, which is black, and that's why it's called black ice. Because, I mean, they've already done that. They've taken, like, the black sand and made, like you know, Sandy Gas and Palace Sand black. Like, actually a black model. But, the Regice being a little bit clear, I think, would be kind of cool. But I don't know. I guess, yeah, Formosa's wings are transparent, and there are several Pokemon that have, like, cloud effects on them that are a little bit see-through, I think, but I don't know if they could change the transparency of it. They should be able to. It's just a texture, but I don't know exactly how they coded Pokemon, so I can't tell Game Freak what to do there. Hey, how do you come up? As rude as it may sound by not asking for it. Sorry if that sounds like upfront and rude or anything, but it really just comes down to if I feel like I need a mod and none of the current mod team is available, then like I'll add someone I think I trust. That's about where it stands there. Someone I think will take it more as a role of responsibility than of like power, you know? What's up, Pokemon Trainer Gold? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome back. Those new mods here? I mean, I have some mods, but a lot of times they don't show up, especially when the streams are way more calm. If, like, the stream blows up and hits, like, 40, 50 people watching, then, yeah, one or two can show up and chime in. But when the streams are at a level I can handle most of the time, they just kind of do their own thing. Either leave the stream up on another window, or just, like, tune in if I ask them to. It's all good, Caleb. It's all good. We're moving tomorrow and haven't finished packing. You've got this, Sydney. You've got this. It's been a while since the Zapdos stream. It has. We've gone through, what? Since Zapdos, we got Moltres, we got Mewtwo, we got all the Johto legendaries and shinies. So yeah. And then we got, oh, excuse me. Then we got Regirock. So we're starting to get our way through Gen 3. We've got some more Regis to go. Been busy with real life. I totally understand that, man. I've been pretty busy myself with work over the summer and stuff. Between work and the streams, I don't have a lot of free time for other things most of the time. But I'm glad you're able to be here now. You're going to Six Flags, moving on to college too, so you're excited. That's awesome, Caleb. That's really cool, man. Woo, college. College has been fun. It has been an experience. And you're going on to 11th grade. That should be cool. That should be cool. 11th grade was probably, like, not to scare you or anything, because it's not, like, something to necessarily be scared about. It was my, like, most rigorous year of, like, high school, just because the classes I took and stuff. Like, if I was to go back, I'd take most of them again, but there were some that just didn't matter as much to, like, me, especially now and stuff. But I had 5 out of my 7 classes were AP. And then one of the other ones was, like, engineering, which just didn't have an AP option. And the other was, like, a cooking class. But it was still, like, 5 hours a day of, like, advanced, like, college level courses. Was rough. It was rough. So that was my experience of 11th grade. But obviously that came down to me just kind of going with, like, teachers going, take the, like, AP course, and me going, okay, and not questioning it at all. How's work going for me? It's going well, Caleb. It's going well. Thanks for asking. It's like an internship, so, like, it's ending in a few weeks going back to school and stuff for my senior year of college, which would be fun. But no, work's been good. I've worked there before. The people are awesome. The like whole environment there is really good, and the work's fun. It's interesting stuff to do, and it's really cool. It's always like neat learning new things about it, and just seeing the way that the systems run is always cool. And it's a great experience for like when I actually do graduate in a year and I'm looking for like a full-time job. 11th grade is so hard, but 12th grade is so chill. Honestly, that was my experience too. Like, I guess it's more universal than I thought. It might be. I know a lot of my friends felt that way, but it was because we were all in those same courses. Whereas like we had like rough courses during like 11th grade, and then 12th grade we had like 1 or 2 as opposed to 5. But yeah, but it wasn't bad. In the end, it wasn't bad. I think it was worth it for the most part. It's about to be on his own, no more school. I've got a year left. And at that point, like, not necessarily on my own. Depending on where I work, I can stay here for a while, getting on my feet and stuff, which would be very, very convenient. And also just depending on what I do in general. Who knows where I'll end up in a year. It'll be cool to find out. 8th grade sucked, to be honest. I mean, what was 8th grade for me? I had one teacher in 8th grade that made it pretty rough. Overall, it wasn't the worst, but middle school years are some of the like toughest, I'll be honest. Like, everyone's just awkward and no one knows what's awkward or not awkward, and then it just makes it more awkward. And you never feel the like awkwardness of everyone else, you just feel your own. But trust me, anyone going through that or about to go through that, everyone's awkward. Don't worry about it. just accept that those years will happen and you'll look back and laugh at them later. What do I want to do? I mean, something computer science related, like I've been doing this summer, is QA or quality assurance stuff, testing and all that. The company overall does like a whole bunch of like stuff I'd actually be kind of interested in getting into, and it's like it's a company underneath like a bigger company, or just technically just is a bigger company now. But like there'd be plenty of options to go pretty much anywhere I wanted in that if I like wanted to, but at the same time, I don't know, I just know computer science. I'm taking some courses on more like specific subjects when I go back to school this year, and that'll be kind of like a good point for me to figure out exactly if I want to do some things I've been interested in, or if like they're just insanely ridiculous and I don't even want to touch them. But that's what this year is for, is like figuring out what I'm interested in, more or less. Ooh, excuse me. What's up, X-Rider? Welcome to the stream. Didn't love your middle school years, to be honest. I mean, I made good friends that I'm still friends with now, and that part was awesome, but school in general is always like, is hit or miss depending on your teachers. There's not much you can do about that, and like I said, it's just awkward. It's the years where you're trying to figure yourself out a lot more than any other years, I feel. So, like, or at least the years you're more self-conscious about figuring yourself out than any other years, so, like, they happen. Hopefully they go by fine, but, yeah, like I said, everyone's going through it too, or everyone has gone through it or will go through it. You're not alone. I promise you that much. Someone did 32,198 headbutts for a Pokemon. What Pokemon was that? Oh, a shiny Execute. Oh, like all the headbutts. That's rough. 8th grade was 10 years ago for you. Oh no. Oh no. 10 years ago was 3. Like 7? 7 or 8, I guess? I don't know. One of those sounds right. Do I play Fortnite? I actually have never played Fortnite. I don't know, Battle Royale games never truly interested me. It's out on the Switch, so what my excuse of I can't download on my computer isn't as valid anymore. But it's a type of game I'd probably really only play on my computer. So until I free up hard drive space, there's not really even a chance that I will be able to play it. Did enjoy high school though, so there's that. That's true. High school was fun. It still had its moments of awkwardness and stuff, but overall, high school was pretty fun for me. You know, you get to focus a bit more on what you're interested in. At least at my school, I was able to through like some clubs, as well as just like the way our school did it was like pathways and all this stuff. So like you're like I was kind of like math and science, engineering stuff. That's kind of where I'm at. And so I was able to go down engineering pathways and stuff. Unfortunately, wasn't computer science, which I found out I liked more after I realized I didn't like the idea of possibly being injured by things I made by engineering. So I was like, nope, I'm gonna go sit behind a computer after a couple robots malfunction, and was like, nope, this is where I'm staying, and that's why I'm computer science now. Year 11 high school so far. That's good. That's good, man. Freshman year was shaky for you. You're nervous. Totally makes sense. Like, you're getting used to a whole new environment and stuff. Nothing wrong with a little bit of nerves there for sure. 2 more minutes till new items in Fortnite, I'm guessing. Seriously, what Charmander takes 32,000? Who knows? Maybe this one. I hope not this one, but maybe this one. Who knows? Maybe we'll go through an entire layout and like have a new dual stream layout of some kind before we ever get Charmander. Who knows? Have one bad teacher, but you're good, everyone. That's good, man. That's good. Yeah, bad teachers, they can happen. I feel like everyone's had at least one. And, you know, you just gotta... You power through it, you know it's only for a year, and then you're on to a whole different set. I wasn't really nervous, just worried. I mean, overall, high school is a completely different experience from, like, middle school or elementary school or junior high or whatever it is for you. Especially for me, the way the schools were laid out suddenly changed a significant amount, but, yeah, so there's all that kind of stuff in it. It's interesting, but you get to figure yourself out a bit more, and college is even more that if you do go the college route. Now that you're a junior, you get to see all the freshmen, you feel bad, bro. You've been there, you've done over half your time, man. Nah, but, no, it was always interesting seeing, like, the freshmen each year. Especially when, like, the clubs and stuff that I was in, as you become more and more leadership, like, more and more of them either, like, look up to you, or you just, like, look at them and are like, what are you doing? Like, the farther up you go through it. So, yeah, it was always interesting seeing, like, the new kids that came in every year and stuff, and seeing, like, it was interesting how, like, uniform they were in certain aspects, you know? Like school spirit or something. I know our school was really, really big into it for the most part, but like the freshmen that came in my senior year were not at all. To the point they were not allowed to come back to pep rallies because they were just so much of like a buzzkill. And it was insane that it was like the entire class. But like it happens, and like, so it was always interesting, yeah, seeing like the difference of like personalities just from year to year. Definitely had a bad teacher before, but thankfully you've always had way more good teachers than that. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Like, even one good teacher can outweigh having a bunch of bad teachers. Like, honestly, my English teacher my senior year and like my math teacher for 3 out of my 4 years are like some of my favorite teachers I ever had out of high school. And like just having them made having like any awful class besides that like completely fine, you know? You're a club member of the year in 8th grade. That's cool, man. That's cool. You're in a nerdy club. I mean, I was on a competitive robotics team. I'd been on competitive robotics teams from like 5th grade through 12th grade. Like, that is what I did with my free time. So I cannot judge any nerdiness of anyone's clubs right there. What's up, Pokemon? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? After completing all your schooling, you're free. You're free. I've got 1 more year, and then I'm free myself, MT. Free to go and work for 8 hours a day. When you finish school, you'll wish to return. I totally understand that, though. Like, I've already gotten the nostalgic feelings of high school and stuff, which, like, on one hand, it's like, it was fun, but I also remember enough of, like, it was awkward. I'll stick with wanting to go back to college. I'll stick to remembering college as being, like, really, really fun. Obviously, like, there are moments at any point in your life that you'll think back to and be like, it'd be cool to go through that again. So yeah, enjoy it while you're there. There can be rough patches, but it'll be worth it in the end for sure. How's it going? It's going well. It's going well. These 2 shinies are over odds, unfortunately, but not much we can do about that except just hope that they shine today. You know, the fact that they're over odds means that they're more likely to shine now, right? Your class president and hated it and never did it again. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. You did it once. You did it once and you can say you did it. You know you don't like that kind of thing, which it's a learning experience no matter what. Still remember that the club leader was your favorite math teacher ever. She was a nerd, which is freaking awesome. That's good. That's good. Alright guys, we're almost to 1500 on Regice here. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Yeah, but like, by like my senior year, I think even by my junior year, I was like the leader of... I was like the leader of a large section of our robotics team and stuff, just having done it for so long, and it was a good experience. I don't know how much like that whole thing definitely pushed me towards doing programming and stuff over like mechanical engineering. Because the thing is, for like most of elementary school and middle school, I was like, I want to build robots when I'm older. Like every single part of the robot, from building it to programming it, all that, that'd be super cool. Got to high school, started actually building these robots, like, that were bigger than just being made out of Lego, and, had a couple of them, like, oversights in our design philosophy while testing, or, like, before we tested, and then we tested, and they came to light explosively, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna go sit behind a computer and program. I think I've explained some of these stories before, like, the shrapnel that, like, went right past, like, my kidney, and stuff like that. That was a fun time. But yeah, so like doing clubs and stuff, even if like even not liking them is as much of a learning experience as enjoying them. You know? Like if you enjoy something, you can learn more about it and all this stuff, but you don't like it, you at least learn, I don't like that. I don't want to do anything like that, and it can help you narrow down what you want to do later on, you know? Mindless is the teacher, and he has 21 students in his stream. It's about a classroom size, a smaller classroom. Can't wait to go back this year. That's good. It's always good to want to go back. I know I'd get that way by the end of the summers, while I was still in, like, you know, middle school and early high school and stuff. Just because, like, I was too young to, like, go anywhere on my own, so I just kind of sat around most of the days unless, like, my mom decided, hey, let's go do something, and then it was like, we went and did it, then we came back home. And I know my sister's in that boat, too. So... you know, like, you just get there by the end of the summer and you're kind of ready to go back. So it's good to at least want to, so you're not just sitting around bored knowing that you're going to go back to something that you don't like. You're going to play Fortnite, so you're not going to talk. That's all good, Caleb. You have to go back to school in August, but don't know what to hunt in Pokemon X, Y, or Pokemon Crystals. I don't know any good hunts in those games. Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil will be a cool one. I don't know what to hunt in Gen 6 games. I've never actually really done it, so I wouldn't be able to give good advice there. Gen 2, yeah, it just comes down to if you're gonna soft reset for starters or something like that. I need to do the Celebi hunt in Virtual Console Crystal, but that's the only hunt I can think of. Me specifically doing a whole bunch unless I find some random shiny, or I guess take the shiny Gyarados and turn it into something. Yo, what's up, Cinder? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Sorry for being late. You're all good. You're all good. You're not late at all. You've been going for like 30 minutes. A very great social group. That's good. And bandmates. Yeah. No, that's a... I was never in band, but I had several friends that were in band, and it always seemed like a pretty tight-knit group, for sure. Just the casual guy who wears Pokemon merch. I mean, I became the Pokemon guy, the Pokemon hat guy in college, because you just, like, it was so easy to pick me out in a crowd, because 6'6" and Pokemon hat every day. It was very easy to see me. So, like, there were several of my friends like, oh, I saw you the other day, but it was like from like 500 people away or something. There was no way for me to say hi, but I saw the hat and I was like, okay. That's how I made some friends in classes. Like, one semester I'd wear it, and then the next semester I'd sit down in class like, hey, you were in my like history class, and I was like, maybe. And he was like, I'd recognize that. I was like, okay then. Some people in clubs the same way of like, I would wait for people to like recognize me if I thought I mildly recognized them. Because it's like, person that I may just be confusing because I'm terrible with recognizing people sometimes, versus someone looking at the tall dude with a Pokemon hat. It's actually how, like, I learned that Mel was my neighbor. Was, both got off the bus one day, I was like, she looks familiar. She looks like she's from my Japanese class. And then, like, she mentioned it to me, I was like, yep. There we go. I was right, but I didn't want to, like, speak to a random stranger, like, oh, are you in my Japanese class? Like, out of the blue and have them just think that their neighbor's really weird. Try to say hello, you must... Alright, see you later, Mel. Speaking of which... Ian is the Pokemon hat guy. I seriously was. I probably could still be, but I haven't worn a hat, really. I haven't worn the hat much since I got my haircut. Like, back in the fall. Just because normally I kept my hair stayed so long that I needed a hat for it not to just become a giant dome on my head. I just said I really did. I seriously did stand out. Like, that was definitely a big thing. What's up, Nuno Bastos? Welcome to the stream. I know you're not very active, but you're here to congratulate you on 2,000 subs, and you finished 12th grade. Awesome, Nuno. Well, thank you, and that is awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm glad you're able to be here right now. You're the person with marker or paint or just anime stuff. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're gonna be so busy this fall, band is gonna take up so much of your time, so probably gonna miss some streams. That's all good, man. Band is important, band is fun. So yeah, definitely enjoy that. Definitely enjoy that to its fullest, man. That'll definitely be worth it. Whew, it's getting really toasty down here. Like I've got stuff to drink, but like, it's just it's really hot down here. Like there's not very much ventilation, as well as like computer running and other things running, and me just sitting here in a leather chair. If I had to go back and pick a different chair, I'd probably pick one that's more breathable now, knowing. But I liked this one when I got it, and I didn't sit in it nearly as much then. But so, recommendation to anyone who's picking a chair, pick one that's breathable if you're going to be sitting in it for a while. It'll be a time when you get back into Pokemon Go. That's cool. And hey, that lines up with Let's Go coming out, so you'll get right back into the swing of things. School in general is going to take up your time. Hey, I mean, it would take up more of my time if work didn't already take up my time now. Like, the way my schedule is tends to be more morning and early afternoon focused, so I'm done like hours before I'd normally be done with like work. Plus not having like an hour commute each way helps. So I end up having more free time when I'm at school than during the summer, aside from like a month at the beginning and a week or two at the end that I use like for moving and stuff. But yeah, just because college is nice that way that you don't have 5 hours of classes every single day. You kind of pick and choose when you have it. I am in a basement. The basement definitely doesn't help. I totally agree with that. But I don't really have another place I can do it, unfortunately. This is the only place with enough space and an Ethernet cord. Team Instinct, that's the team I was on. Normal school stuff, you're never busy with anything. Band is the thing that takes up your schedule. I totally get that. I totally get that, man. Oof, Instinct? What about it? Why oof? Or is that just the me wrong? Because I'm on Instinct. Or I was when I played. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever end up actually getting back into it. I think at this point I've kind of just decided I'm not. Let's Go might change that. Who knows? But for the most part, I've fallen out of it too much. Like, I fell out of it, like, around the time that they initially removed the tracker. People have been in the streams before. Like, this is a complete, like, repetition of things I've said several times. But as soon as they, like, admitted to having removed the tracker without telling anyone, I was like, this isn't boding well for an app that I sink a lot of time into. So I just kind of stopped there. Mystic only because you like. What's up, Andrew? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today? Just randomly chose your team, didn't know what to do. My friend group and I, like, thought about it. We all planned for it before we hit level 5. Like, which one are we going to choose? And, like, the majority of us were like, Instinct, so we chose that. Because we were like, heck yeah, Zapdos, all the way. Only because you like Articuno? Fair enough. I mean, we chose Instinct because we like Zapdos. You were the meme team. The meme team was the best team, and it still is the best team, because I was on it at one point. You're on Instinct, but you can't play anymore because the update for no old phones. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, for me it was like the battery drain as well as like the amount of time you had to put into it to find a lot of stuff, mixed with how much they were shutting down third-party things, and they weren't fixing the things that the third-party things were fixing, like with their own app. It was just like, yeah, there's not enough like good communication going on here for me to be fully invested in that. So I ended up that's why I ended up dropping it. I don't know what to hunt for, so many options. I know, that's kind of why I'm struggling to like help you with a choice there, is because like, I don't know what I would do in that situation. There's just so many to choose from and so many different methods to hunt with. I remember choosing your team during band camp. You and your friends were all choosing teams. Band camp was when you Started playing it, came in around the time during camp. Yeah, we were all sitting around at my friend's house, like just hanging out. When like everyone's like, oh, hey, that's now out. So we like downloaded it in like 10:30 at night, just started walking around our friend's neighborhood. I think like the first thing we tried to catch was like a Jigglypuff. But this was like the day the servers were destroyed, so nothing recognized at all. You'll do Horde. Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan. Go for Psyduck. That's an option. I don't know if you already have one. I'm just going to recommend that. I think they fixed the servers and the battery problem. The battery problem's just going to be a problem because it's constantly using GPS. They can fix it to the point that it's not like continuously making a whole bunch of like reconnects and stuff like it was probably doing before because the servers were messed up. Like that definitely helps. But there's a certain amount of drain that it puts on your phone just from having the GPS running constantly. And yeah, I just wasn't, I don't know, like the lack of communication they had at the beginning, and it's kind of still been on the rocks, has put me off from the game. The way they've handled it hasn't been a way that I would be a fan of, unfortunately. What's up, Roxy? Welcome to the stream. Been lurking the whole stream but couldn't hear it. You're moved in, but nowhere near unpacked. I feel that. I feel that. Even when I just moved between like my house and my apartment for like summer or for just holidays and stuff, I totally feel that. I can pack it all up and get it moved, and like the move takes however long it takes to drive, and then unpacking takes like a week, even if it only took like a couple hours to pack. Just because like I get lazy and I don't want to unpack things until I need them, and then I put off needing that thing until like I absolutely can't anymore, just because I don't want to unpack. Can you get Zapdos and Ultramoon? Yes, you can get the Legendary Trio and Moltres. You can get, not Moltres, Moltres is part of the Legendary Birds. Mewtwo, you can get all of the Gen 1 Legendaries in both sets of games, or in both Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So yeah, you can go for that one. Never played through Gen 3 or 4. I played through Gen 3, and I played through Gen 4. I haven't played through Gen 5, or finished a playthrough of Gen 6. You're horde hunting for a 5% Ekans and your Y version. So far, you found a bunch of shiny Bellsprouts and Scorpies. You even found 2 shiny Bellsprouts in one horde one time. That's awesome, but yeah, I mean, if you're going for Ekans, it's kind of like almost a slap in the face, but it's still shiny. It's still cool. GoFest was bad. I heard that there were a few problems with it, if not a bunch. I'm gonna go back on mute, just like unpacking, but the fact that you need a wallpaper steamer to get rid of sports wallpaper in your room is making it slower. You'll be watching. Alright, see you in a bit, Roxy. Or see you later. Hope all the unpacking goes well. As we were back when Sun and Moon came out, you were like, oh, it's Gary and Ash. I mean, there are probably several people. Like, if you don't know that Red and Blue are Red and Blue, and they're, like, different from being Ash and Gary, I can see that, because, like, Ash and Gary are based off of Red and Blue. The AR camera drained your battery. Interesting. I never used the AR camera. I turned it off, like, as soon as I realized how bad it was messing with some of my attempts at capturing. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this one. So yeah, I just turned that off so it'd be easier to capture stuff. Should you SOS or breed for a shiny ghost type? If you have Foresight or Soak, and potentially if you have like the Harvest Lepiberry set up, if you have the Harvest Lepiberry set up, then SOS is still just fine. But if you don't, you'd have to be swapping the chain every once in a while. And you have Foresight at least, like, it's not bad. It's not a bad way to hunt for it. Masuda would definitely be, like, less complex, but I've always, like, I've said this before, but Masuda is such a hit or miss method for me. Like, all the time. I kind of realized later it was red. Oh, interesting. I freaked out because I saw a rip, and I saw, like, all caps, oh my god, and was like, did I just mess up? Nice Vanillix, congratulations, man. But, like, I saw that and I had to sit still for a second. I was like, oh no. Oh no. But yeah, awesome. Welcome back, Luigi Lewis. Awesome, Vanillix, congratulations, man. No, but seriously, I saw the oh my god and the rip and was like, what did I do? Which one did I just mess up? Because both of these, honestly, are ones that are, like, teetering on the edge of me screwing up a little bit. You scared me. Legitimately. Like, you can tell when someone's like, oh no, you missed the shiny, ha ha ha, and they, like, try to troll you a little bit, but, like, two people simultaneously had reactions that could be construed as, like, rip the shiny. So I was like, oh no. But yeah, no, you guys got me unintentionally. Bravo. But, like, seriously, that did startle me a little bit, not gonna lie. But, you're on soft reset of Popplio. Well, good luck. Good luck, man. That is a rough hunt. That's a rough hunt. Soft resetting for it. But seriously, more power to you. Wes does it all the time. I know he's done it before. I remember the time that he thought he reset over Poochyena because he was too distracted by, like, a troll that, like, started, like, trying to troll while, like, he was telling off a troll because I had raided him and the troll tried to, like, get him to turn against me or something. I remember that and him thinking of, like, soft reset over Poochyena, and I would have felt so bad if, like, I had inadvertently caused him to, like, fail a shiny. Thankfully, it wasn't the case, but I know he's done it several times, and it's seeing stuff like that that's why I take so long to soft reset on something like Regice. Trolls are bad. Trolls can be unfortunate. Rip the Iceman. Regice is one of the worst shinies. It's not a great shiny. No, like, it's not differentiated enough to be, like, a good shiny in that regard, but it's not, like, bad coloring. In terms of aesthetics, it's not bad coloring. It's bad coloring in terms of, like, telling if it's a shiny or not. It didn't mean to. No, you're good. You are absolutely good. Like, it was totally just ridiculous levels of, like, unfortunate timing on my part. So is the Trolls movie. I've only seen the Everything Wrong With video on it, because that's not a movie I would end up watching. Ever. Like, I am not the demographic for that movie in the first place. Shiny Rowlet. There's indeed a shiny Rowlet in the chat. I think when you went to your first con as Red Sun little boy, thought you were Ash, and at first you were upset, but you wanted to hug him. The little boy was so happy to see you, felt bad when you went away. No. I mean, that's, like, it's so cool when you, like, see cosplays and stuff at cons that, like, you really, really like. Like, I remember going to my first convention and, like, not even in the door yet, and I was already like, this is an awesome day. Like, having seen so many different, like, cosplays that, like, I was like, I recognize those characters. That's awesome. When you saw that movie by chance, I mean, it was on the TV in the living room one time because, like, my sister was watching it with someone, and I, like, made food and left. But that's the extent of me seeing the movie outside of a YouTube video bashing the crap out of the movie. I want to see a picture of this Rowlet Vanillix. I want to see a picture of it. Shiny Rowlets are great. I refilled a shiny. I've had an uncatchable Zigzagoon an Emerald when I was hunting for my Treecko. Fortunately, that wasn't actually bad. It just meant that, like, I was on the verge of finding a shiny Treecko because of how busted Emerald's RNG is. And then there was a shiny Poochyena that I one-hit KO'd because I crit hit it. But it was, like, the 9th of the day. So I haven't had, like, a devastating fail. You know, knock on wood, don't want it to happen at all. But nah, those were like the two, like, fails that I've had, and I was actually extremely happy about the Zigzagoon. As weird as that might sound, to be like, aha, an uncatchable shiny, great day. But it was like the first shiny after 2.5 months of hunting. What color is shiny Rowlet? Because it's got that strange blue. The color of the shiny Rowlet's like a blue-green. Oh, look at the one next to Cinder's name if you want to see what it looks like. Is shiny Charmander using suitable? Good luck. Still no shiny Charmander. I hope you find it soon. Hope you find it soon, Luigi. I hope we both find ours soon. Just eating fried chicken and almost choking on chicken one. Ooh, that's not good. glad it was an almost there. Yeah, like, I tend to prefer boneless chicken just to avoid that risk, personally. Why are those even a thing? Why are what's even a thing? Got a picture of other Reds and me being younger but cosplaying as an older version. It was kind of funny. That's cool. Chicken is the best. Chicken's pretty good. Had one person come to you and say you're supposed to be red and you were so happy. No, yeah, that'd be awesome. I've never cosplayed myself, so like I don't know the feeling, but I have friends who have done it before and stuff. It's always cool. It's always cool when it's like someone comes like, oh, that's like an awesome cosplay of, you know, the character or whatever. Because like I know how much time people have spent on, like I know how much time goes into like cosplays and stuff, and it can be insane. So that recognition is absolutely worth it when you get it. Boneless indeed. But yeah, Shiny Rowlet's definitely way more green than blue, but it's still a bluish green. Once went to GameStop and they gave the whole stack of Shiny Zygarde because the month was over, they didn't want to throw them out. That's nice. That's nice. You can hit them on those days. I remember I went in like at the beginning of the month. It was like, hey, can I have like 4 of them? And they were like, sure, and just handed me and walked out. You know, because A, you can have 4 games that it's valid for, even though they're like supposed to give you 2 or whatever, but they don't really like care too much, you know? This bow tie is blue. True. So close to getting the Shiny Charm. Awesome, Pikachu. Awesome, man. Not to be a tall dude, because you are one. It definitely limits some cosplays. And if you're trying to get like super accurate, which you don't have to do, it's hard to find group cosplays that work with like a very specific set of people, you know? When you took the hat off, your long hair made you look like gold one side. One side is short, the other is long. That's pretty cool. Ina's a Rowlet. Very true. I would agree there. Your friend's now swallow treatment. Oh no! That is not good. That is not good. Imagine being cosplaying as Pikachu. I need a to keep the proportions right, I need a very, very large version of, like, those Pikachu suits. What's up, Tracy? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, that's not good that your friend swallowed a chicken bone and you almost did. That is not a fun time. You're secretly gold. The whole time you were actually cosplaying as gold, cosplaying as red. It's obviously a Decidueye. And my profile picture does have the little cape on. Are you eating chicken, right? I just read that as like, are you eating, like, you're eating chicken, right? Like, you're confirming that they were actually consuming chicken. Because it'd be really awkward to find a chicken bone not in chicken. Like, that'd be worse. That'd somehow make an already bad situation even worse. If you were just, like, having ice cream or something. And that's what happened. Is my name Ian? It is Tracy. It is, yes. Yeah, but feel free. Call me Mindless, call me Ian. Any name like that is fine. Gold sneaking off to Alola. Like, you just kind of see him, like, surfing in the background during some of the Mantine surfing. That'd be a perfect Easter egg right there. My thoughts are out of this world. I read your message weird is all that happened, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe that's what it is I need sleep. Imagine Regice Black. It'd be an interesting way to go with the shiny. Cosplaying with the Decidueye. It'd be an interesting cosplay for sure. Oh no, why'd that disconnect? That's not good. Okay, that was weird. Sorry about that, my cap card just disconnected. It was very concerning at first, because whenever it does that, it's just hoping that it's not like an actual problem with it. But we good now. It'd be an interesting shiny for sure. Also, it'd be noticeable. I know, right? Like someone brought it up earlier, it's like Black Ice, but it doesn't quite fit that way because Black Ice would just be like clear. But again, a clear shiny would be amazing. Like if you just changed the transparency, and it'd be recognizable. But it'd be interesting to see if that was physically possible for them to do. Not a problem. Not a problem. I don't know, that just terrified me for a second. Like, it always does when... Like, I'm always, like, very, very nervous when the capture card, like, kind of dies out for a second like that, because they are expensive and it's out of warranty, so in order to get it fixed, I need to get a new one. And I don't want to do that. I already need a second one, just, like, with this one still functioning, so I'm not ready to buy 2 more. Apparently it's like 102 degrees outside here. What the heck? That is rough. That's really rough. Yeah, triple digits are no fun with temperatures. Thinking of Gold is Red. Like, he initially walks up to you at that whole cutscene, and then, like, actual Red walks up and like, what are you doing? Summers in Texas are awful. I can totally understand at those temperatures. What's up, Squirtle Splash? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How's that possible? How is what possible? How's what possible? Because in Fahrenheit, like, I'm assuming that you mean... Because I'm assuming you're using Celsius. 100 degrees, 102 degrees roughly translates to, like, 30 or 35. Yeah, low to mid 30s in Celsius is, like, 102 Fahrenheit. So, it's still really hot, it's just not literally boiling water hot. Hunting Psyduck now. Well, good luck, Pokemon. I hope you find it super quickly. Psyduck's a great shiny. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, so it's not like literally boiling hot, but it gets pretty toasty. What the heck was that? What the heck was what? That's more normal. It's still hot. Yeah, no, like it's not everything's dying, but it's not a fun time. It feels like you're dying. Yeah, it is uncomfortably warm, but it happens fairly often in a lot of places. Your mistake. No, you're all good. You're all good. Just talking in degrees, I totally get most. Like whenever anyone talks in Celsius without like saying the temperature specifically, it takes me a second to catch it. Like one person was talking about how hot it was in Japan or something, and they said like. Or they weren't talking about how hot it was, they're just like, man, it's like 32 degrees here, that's crazy. And I was like, yeah, that is crazy. That's really cold for the middle of July. And then it took me a second for them to be like, no, that's just extremely hot. But yeah, no, like, that's the fact that America just sticks to the non-metric system for whatever reason. They're legit not even now red, you can speak. You're crying, you have tears to your eyes. No. You know that Arizona's bad. A lot of the Southwest can get pretty bad. Or really just a lot of the South can get bad. Granted, I'm pretty sure Europe can get fairly hot as well, even though it's a bit more north. Heard a minion, now you're confused. How'd you hear a minion? That's weird. I literally don't know. That's weird. Yeah, it can. I mean, everywhere can get bad, especially relative to itself. You know, like there's temperatures that are hot for some people that aren't for other people, just because you're used to it and stuff. But I know, like, even though Europe's more aligned with like northern U.S. and Canada, like, I guess temperatures feel a bit more like the South, or like mild southern temperatures, I think. If I'm not mistaken. You're ready for a Alola, peeps. You're ready to get going. A wild minion appeared. No. I refuse. Jeez. The puns are too strong. Peeps are delicious. I haven't had a peep in forever. They're almost too sweet for me. Not like the minions. They're fine as side characters. They kind of got too popular as memes. I feel personally. You know, guys, I don't know. I was just thinking about it. I just looked at my Emerald cartridge and I'm thinking about it. And with how close it is to like end of summer and stuff, like I said, there's like a month left. Like with how close it is to the end of summer, I totally thought we were gonna have Charmander by now. Like I totally thought we'd have been doing like some serious emerald hunting again and stuff before the end of summer, but apparently not. They had a movie about themselves. I remember, and I saw it. It wasn't bad. It honestly wasn't as bad as it could have been, but it wasn't fantastic. I did not like it. My frame of reference was like the Angry Birds movie, because those are the two movies I watched that weekend, like on Netflix. And yeah. Compared to each other, they were okay, but overall they weren't the greatest. Can't find a Lola, I'm assuming is what you're looking for. I don't know where you find it in, or I guess, I don't know what game are you looking for it in. Did I ask Charmander nicely? I've asked him nicely several times, and probably not nicely a couple as well. Which might be why he hasn't shown up. Articuno, more puns. Someone's not a fan of Poke puns. I get that. What's up, Super Saiyan Bacon Hair? Welcome to the stream. I like that name. Your friend, you wanted to make a cake, but you don't have any eggs, and now you're very upset. Oh no. No. Hopefully you can get eggs at some point. Should shake your hand for that pun. It's you, Gerald. Oh, well, how's it going, Gerald? How are you doing? I'll leave you alone. It's all good. It's all good, Gold. A list. Oh, a list of puns. That was an excellent pun. But wasn't the best. Who knows? Who knows? There's so many different puns, you can never know which one's the absolute best. I heard there's a mod for Aura so you can kill a minion in Pokemon. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of ROM hack for that. All these golden puns. No more summer school for you. That's good, man. That's good, Squirtle Splash. Hope it was okay, and, you know. But now you can enjoy your summer, which will definitely be awesome. Glad to hear it. 26 soft reset here for trying a shiny Poplio starter. Good luck. Seriously, soft resetting for any of the Alolan starters, if you have like the patience to do it, I applaud you. That is incredible. I know he hasn't been here in forever, but like Filippo, when he did the reset for him, like that was crazy. You know, he like got like initial Sun. He got like Sun and Moon weeks before, like only a couple weeks before, or several weeks before, like U-Sun came out, in an attempt to like play those games before like moving on. But he went for the shiny hunt at first. Like he went for soft resetting the starters, and even with both games going, he just could not get it. It was crazy. It was crazy. Filippo, it's been a while. You're heading out. Alright, see you later, Pokemon Trainer Gold. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. I hope to see you again really soon. I played, but your mom's 3DS stopped working. Ah, no. Ah, that's unfortunate. I know the feeling, though. My 3DS, like my non-capture card 3DS, is kind of kind of bit the dust, and it's really, really unfortunate. I want to get a new one, but I'm trying to get a capture card too. I'm trying to get both of them. Would not be possible, and I don't want to like get a capture card to try to use as my daily system. That's just really risky. Yeah, no, it's an unfortunate situation to be in. The battery's worn out. That's replaceable though, but like the touchscreen's starting to die. Like it won't calibrate, so much of it's dead that I don't know. It's hard. It is hard. What's up, Aki the Fox? Welcome to the stream. How have you been doing? It's been a while. How have you been? F for 3DS. No, I mean, like... Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure my 3DS has played its last game, as, like, awful as that sounds. It's just... I can probably shiny hunt on it still, but... There's a legitimate risk of any touch on, like, the right side of the screen just counting as hitting run. Like, that's how messed up it is, that, like... I wouldn't want to risk it at all, you know? Another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. Indeed. Indeed. As unfortunate as it is. So, like, I've been playing Ranger on my current cap card, and, like, that's really nerve-wracking. And, like, that's why I was so nervous when it disconnected. I was like, it's been, like, 2 days that I've had it unplugged, and I tend to try to leave it plugged in as much as possible to, like, keep the connection from wearing out, and, like, the connector and stuff and all that. So, yeah, it's been nerve-wracking, and I don't know, because I want to get, like, a new just system. Specifically so I can, like, you know, just play games when I want to, when it's not a stream. But I also want to be able to do that dual hunt I've been looking for. It's been a while indeed. How am I? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I've been working this summer. So it's been exhausting in a way, because I have, like, 8 hours of work every day, and then I come home and I stream and I go to bed. But, no, it's been fun. It's been fun. Summer's winding down a little bit. I'm glad you're able to be here. I'll bet you found a substitute for eggs so you can make your cake. That's good. That's good. You freaking did it. You freaking did it. You see your shiny Diglett in Quest? I did see it. Congratulations, man. That's awesome, dude. Taking forever to try. It's taking forever trying to get the shiny charm. It takes a while. It is a task right there to get it. Really hope you get that Charmander soon. I hope so too. I hope so too. Yeah, it's been a while. Both of these are over odds at this point, but no, Charmander is kind of crazy over odds at this point, and I'm hoping it shows up, because it would be really, really nice to be able to walk away with a shiny tonight, especially one we've been going for almost a year now. You know, it's a task. A shiny Charmander Gen 6. It is a very, very big task. I can agree with that. Like, that's why I haven't really done it yet. So. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete that National Dex in a reasonable amount of time the way I want to do it. How do you get the Shiny Charmander Ultra Sun and Moon? You have to complete the Pokedex. Fortunately, for Gen 7, you only have to complete the Alola Dex. You have to complete a National Dex, because unfortunately you can't get one without Pokemon Bank. So yeah, you're able to get it that way, and yeah, once you do that, you go talk to Game Freak, like, at their little office in the game, and you can get the Shiny Charm, which is nice. What shiny do you plan to do after this one? After Regice, we're going for Registeel, because we're doing all of the legendaries in Dex order, which will be an interesting hunt, to say the least. Or like an interesting whole thing, to say the least. We're not even halfway through, and we've been doing it for over half a year now. Excuse me. And on the Game Boy side, we have Emerald to throw in. Ooh. Sorry about that, guys. We have Emerald to throw in to the system, and then we'll hunt for some Ralts, hopefully. Because I want to get back on that Shiny Badge quest, but that just takes some time. Don't think Pokemon Quest shiny hunting is shiny hunting. I mean, it's just luck-based, and that's really what a lot of shinies are, especially in the older games. So I don't have a problem calling them like legitimate shinies. I don't know what the odds are. That might change it a little bit, but they're at least quest shinies, and I would like to get one at some point. But I haven't played enough quests to be upset that I haven't gotten one. I haven't played quests since I started work, which was quite a while ago. Oras Dex completion was worth your time. I mean, I definitely want to go for it. I want to, like... I'd love to be able to complete every shiny that you can get in Gen 7, and then go back to Gen 6 and do the same thing there, because Gen 6 has such a massive collection of shinies you can hunt for. I think that'd be really, really fun. Because like, you can hunt for for twice as many between all those 4 games as you can in Gen 7, which is like, heck yes, that'd be fantastic. I'd love to do that. But I don't think I want to just go back to that now. I'd love to finish up all of Gen 7 and then leap backwards if Gen 8's not out at that point. But I think that's a lot to hope for in the next year. Get a neat outfit in Oras. Cool. Your Pokedex on Pokemon Ultra Sun is 96%. Nice! Nice. Which Pokemon are you missing? Working on your Pokedex in Ultra Moon while watching. Well, I hope you're able to complete it pretty quickly. It's not too bad, but it does take some time just because the number of Pokemon there are and leveling them up and all that stuff can take some time. Rehunt the Legends in Oras. I mean, if it came down to that, we would do it. We wouldn't immediately do it. That'd be like the final thing we do for those dexes. I think it'd be cool to, as far as shiny hunting goes, collect everything in dex order. I don't know if I'd do that through soft resetting for starters, or if I go for Masuda method. I think I'd just do Masuda method on those. I think it'd be too much to try to do every single starter available, or like the starters available in those games through soft resets. I think I'd have to complete the whole Pokedex before I did that. But I think it'd be cool to do the entire National Dex in Dex order of shiny hunting. I think that'd be really, really interesting. Granted, it would mean doing a couple hunts over again very quickly, but that'd still be fun, I think. But that also would take so long, I don't think we'd be able to just like do it super quickly, one and done, and call it a day, you know? Like, especially if I wanted to complete the Alola side of it first, especially a living version of the Gen 7 shiny Dex first, and then go for a complete new living Dex of the same, of like 800 Pokemon. I don't know if that'd be very possible. You're missing a few. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, and I remember when Sun and Moon came out, I beat the game, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna shiny hunt, and, like, I did, and was like, oh, that's really cool, and so that got me hooked, and I stayed hooked. But I remember, like, I could complete all the decks minus, like, version exclusives that were just difficult to get at first, because I only bought one game on release night. It ended up being, it was really fun, and, like, it just got me hooked into Pokemon again, you know? It'd be worth your time completing the Gen 6 decks. Oh, absolutely. Like, 100% I'd definitely complete the dexes and stuff. Like, if I can... I'm almost done with my whole Ranger thing. You guys know about that at this point. Or a lot of you, if you're in the Discord, and you've kept up with the Discord at all over the past couple weeks, you know about Ranger. I'm almost done with that, so I can finish up Crystal, which is a big one I need for more hunts. And... what else is it? What else? Yeah, then, Black. I need to finish Black, and I need to, like, at that point, I guess I just need to beat... I just need to beat Gen 6. I need to beat both, or all 4 copies I have of Gen 6, probably just restart them. Or most of them, because I might just take starters from Oras and move them to X and Y, so I have them for my deck, or for my, like, decks, and I could potentially do, like, a soft reset hunt there. Who knows? Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure exactly how I'm going to do that, but I would love to be able to do, like, a full, like I said, like, do everything in order. I think that'd be really interesting to do. Felt so good when you finally got the charm and the certificates for Hoenn and National Dex completion. I mean, seriously though, that's, like, a massive goal to accomplish. Like, I'm fortunate I have the games I need for it. I don't have a couple events that were time-based, but aside from that, I have all 4 games sitting, like, right here. I could do it, theoretically. But that is a significant time sink, and I don't know if I'd be able to do it all on stream. Like, the most I'd do on stream would be, like, a copy of each, and, like, evolve that one on camera quickly. To be like, oh, look at this, guys, we have them, and then catch the other two off camera if it's, like, a 3 evolution thing or something. Because it would be intense. I think it'd be way too intense unless, like, they happen super quickly to do things like Dex Nav or Poker Radar right off the bat for, you know, those kind of Pokemon on stream. SOS hunting for multiple copies of stuff on stream was already having people ask me questions. So I don't know. That is a goal I would love to, like, do stuff with, but with Gen 8 coming out for the Switch in a year, that's probably going to make it a bit more awkward to try to go back another gen when I still haven't completed the shiny decks from this gen alone. We'll see. We'll see. Had a big grin on your face when it happened. I mean, dude, you have to put in a lot of work to get that, so I totally understand. That makes a lot of sense. What's up, Amber Green? Welcome to the stream. You're new here. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoy it and decide to stick around. How are you doing today? Everyone, welcome Amber to the streams. It's always awesome seeing new faces here and stuff, as well as returning faces. What's up, Dranzer OP Eternal Phoenix? Welcome to the stream. What's up? Not much, we're just hunting the shinies. Hoping one of them decides to shine for us here today. We got about 40 minutes left. 40 minutes left to continue this hunt. So you're still trying to get shiny Charmander, rooting for you. Well, thank you, man. We are still trying to go for it. It's been an adventure. Your dog is barking about nothing. I can relate to that very, very much so. We have 2 dogs, and this morning they were barking loud enough while I was trying to sleep that it sounded like 3. So that was not fun. Felt proud when you completed the national decks for both your Y and Alpha Sapphire. That's seriously awesome, though. And, like, the thing is, what's nice about it is you just need 1 copy of that national dex, and then you can trade it around. So, aside from having to, like, I guess, reset for some starters and stuff, you know, you can just play each copy once and, like, trade 1 single copy of the Pokemon to every game. As long as you get a living dex. Because it'd be rough without the living dex version of it. Trying to do that, but, it wouldn't be too awful. Amber Green, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Your voice gets loud sometimes, and sometimes it's normal. I think it's me turning into the mic some, as well as, like, I try to compensate when I'm over here, and then I turn back, and then I'm talking loud, or I'm just getting excited. One of the two. It happens. I know that it happens. I've recognized it a little bit before. And that's why I continuously get paranoid about audio problems, I think. But, you know, so that happens. It doesn't happen as much, I don't think, when I'm at my apartment, because right now, my layout is microphone, recording screen with, like, the stream on it, and then over here, we have the, like, chat and stuff. So I have to turn a lot to see all that, and I have to turn away from the mic. But normally it's, like, chat screen, mic between the screens, and then, or, like, stream, screen, mic, chat screen, so, like, I'm always facing it in the same way, you know? But now I'm turning so much, and I'm continuously turning away from the mic, and I don't want to bring the mic, like, halfway across my face into the camera or anything. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu is the 8th generation, but this game has got all the Pokemon available. It's not, like, the Sun and Moon of Gen 8. It's more of a... It's more of, like, a Go generation thing. It doesn't quite... Like, they've announced, like, the official Generation 8 games are coming in fall of next year. Let's Go kind of... It links with Go. It doesn't link with any other games yet. Masuda hasn't denied that that could happen. So who knows, but it's not, like, official Gen 8 yet. Gen 8 is being worked on as, like, the same kind of game that it's always been worked on, and it'll be, like, the, like, actual beginning of the next gen, I guess. Pokemon Go, or Let's Go, falls into a weird category there. Update the cake. batter tastes good. Okay, there's no egg, so hopefully the cake will taste good too. Well, that's good. I hope it tastes good. Bulldogs are adorable. They're pretty cute. My mom told you that you might get a bulldog. You've always wanted a bulldog. That's cool. Funny getting excited. It might be. Maybe I could ASMR with that mic up close. I actually could not with this one. Not as well. It doesn't have stereo. It just has one condenser on it. 1 second. Also, I just realized something hasn't updated, and I'm not actually sure if that's like a problem or not. So give me a second here. I don't know, sometimes all this stuff resets if I don't open every part of it up, and sometimes it's fine. So there we go. 1 second. There we go. It's up. It should be updating. Genuinely thought that Regice encounter was it, but then it didn't sparkle. It's happened to me several times. I can 100% agree. Oh, no problem there, Luke's. No problem. Want me to speak close to the mic? This would be annoying and funny. Like loud close to the mic, or just like very, very soft talking, like right next to it. No, I could never like do it like that. I move around too much is the problem, which is why I don't put it extra close to my face. Because then I'd have to mess with audio levels to make that not loud, and then I'd turn, and then it'd be dead silent. So I just deal with it being a little bit farther away, because I'm already gonna move like that. Perfect. Like that's how I should do every stream, just super calm, and then shout as loud as I can as soon as I get the shiny. Perfect. I did it before. I mean, I can get really close, but like, it's not the same if it doesn't have the stereo, and my old Yeti does. My old Yeti has a stereo, but like has the dual condensers on either side as well as just like a third for proper cardio, or cardioid, not cardio. It's a mic for running, but it doesn't have the proper, or it has like the proper cardioid sound profile as well as like an actual like stereo profile, but I actually lent it away for that reason. So I don't have it at the moment. Smoke Gaming does it with his mic from time to time. Just like leans into it and gets really quiet, or does like ASMR streaming. ASMR shiny hunting. It's a market that needs to be cornered by someone. I don't know if I could do it though. I don't know. I don't think I could do ASMR. I lack the volume control, as we've discussed here today, to properly do that. You're a weirdo. It just looks funny. What looks funny? Or me leaning into the mic like that? I mean, yeah, when like the mic's halfway off camera, like if I moved the mic over here and then did it, it'd be a little bit better. But at this point, it also like it throws off my headphones. Like it throws off my headphones because my headphones have feedback from the amp in it, and like it's a very noticeable difference if I turn off the monitoring, and it really messes with that when I get the headphones close enough to the mic. Like it's suddenly it's bouncing off the pop filter into my ears more than it's like going into the mic into my ears. I could do ASMR if I tried. If I try, the problem is doing it live. I could never do it live is honestly the bigger issue here. Like, I think that's the problem here, is I don't think I could ever do ASMR live. I also don't know if I'd ever do, like, ASMR with my face in the videos, and now my channel's linked to my face, so I don't know if I do that, I'll be honest. Regirock is your favorite out of the 4 Regis, and so it's shiny. It's shiny's pretty great. I do like Regirock more so than Regice's, just because Regice's it doesn't change a lot. It's a good coloring, like it was a good coloring the first time, but you need a different one the second time. That sounded so ASMR. The thing is, like, ASMR isn't necessarily just like a quiet mic. It's got the like different stereo to it because it makes it sound like you're way, way, way closer when the sound shifts as much as it does from ear to ear. Because like that's what the response is to, is like closeness. So that's why the like 3D mics or the like stereo, the binaural at least But again, that requires, like, the control to talk into it softly and the will to talk into it softly, which I'll admit I don't have. You're gonna stop. I'm gonna tap the keyboard to count the encounter. Just, like, lift the keyboard up and make, like, a nice little click into it. I can't right now because of the way it's cable managed, but that's perfect. That's perfect. Get, like, each encounter on the opposite side of the Yeti. So, like, one click goes in your left ear and one goes in your right. I think we're onto something, guys. We'd have to find really, really soft Pokemon music to play, though, because I feel like this music's way too harsh. Want to hear what Lute said? Like, verbalize every single action that I'm taking throughout the entire stream. Shiny Luminion is great. I need one. Ian is an ASMR streamer now. It's official, and I don't even have ASMR stuff. I'll just add it to the title now. Immediate hits on the video. That would be really weird, I think. I don't know. Too many people who know me in real life know this channel for me to do that, I think. Even though people I know in real life know ASMR and watch it and stuff, but like, too many people in real life know me for me to like do it without feeling really weird about it. That's all you have to add, I know. Immediate clicks through the roof. I say that jokingly and then I actually consider it, because it would be. I think it would actually be ridiculous. What's up, Emily Watson? Welcome to the stream. And Tutorial Neko, welcome as well. How are you doing? Guys, we're almost to 1600 now on Regice. Getting up there. Getting up there. How am I today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? Tutorial Neko, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Alright, we are at 1600. So what does that put us? That puts us almost, or I guess, like 250 almost over odds, which is whatever. It happens. I do actually have a girlfriend, Emily. Yes. You uploaded your first video today. That's cool. That's cool. What was it about? It was a Nuzlocke episode. That's cool. That's really cool, Neko. What game are you doing a Nuzlocke in? And I'm just gonna say this up front. I'm impressed with anyone who does Nuzlocks because I don't have the willpower to like accept that I have to get rid of a Pokemon if it faints. And I also know that I'd end up like having my entire party KO'd and losing. Did you hear Star Wars The Clone Wars is a new season coming? I actually did hear about that. I'm not the biggest Star Wars person, I have admitted before. My friends are though, so like as soon as that news dropped, they were talking about it. But I mean, that's cool. What's that face? What face? Happy grandma face? I can be happy. It looked so sly. Am I sly now? I've never been called sly like that before. What's up, Lego Deadpool? Welcome to the stream. Can we link trade? I can't right now. Someone in chat might be able to if you want. I don't actually trade that much. I will go ahead and end it up front. Ian is now Sly and ASMR. It's a complete change from the other week when I was like begging for some promotion and calling everyone trash. It's like just a 180 every week. Every week it's gonna be a different Ian. I wish you could Shiny Hunt right now. I wish you could too. Shiny Hunting's been really fun since I got into it. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't exactly be doing it here. Don't start that again. I didn't say I was I said that was last week. This week's now apparently Sly ASMR, Ian. S in ASMR stands for Sly. Your DS is at a repair shop. Aw, man, that's unfortunate. Lego Deadpool, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I should probably try taking mine to one, see if they can fix it. Mine, the touchscreen went out on, like, the right half of it's dead. So, I was trying to play a game like Pokemon Ranger, and it was making it really hard because the screen was so uncalibrated. And, like, the touchpad's so dead that I can't recalibrate it, even. You need to leave. Alright, see you later, Pika-san. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. I think someone awoke with me into that ASMR. It's changed me as a person. Oh, I accidentally fell. No, that's so unfortunate. I've had that happen to me before, so it happens to the best of us. Do I want to be called trash? Is that what the 180 is? Is now it's not that I'm calling you guys trash, but you guys are calling me trash? I'm okay with this. It'll offset the constant best streamer thing. This is getting fixed. That is good. That is good. Yeah, at least you are able to get it fixed. I need to find a, like, I guess, electronic repair shop around me that can repair that kind of thing. Because, like, it's my first 3DS I ever had, and I've had it for 3 years now, a little over 3 years. I have over 1,000 hours in games on it and stuff, so, like, it'd be awful to lose it. But, it has 1,000 hours on it, so I can accept that there's a problem. What's up, Gabrielle, sorry. I'm assuming Gabriel, because it ends with L, not L-E. Sorry for that. Gabriel Soto, welcome to the stream. Accidentally ran away when you were SOSing for a shiny Snorunt. 20 encounters? No! I know the feeling, though. I've done that before. My problem is when, like, I'm trying to find a specific Pokemon, and I find it, finally, after, like, running from so many other encounters, that when I find that one, I start the hunt, and then, like, 10 encounters in, I just hit run. Like, because that's what I've been doing for so long. Like, if the encounter's, like, a 5% one, there are sometimes that I've been that dumb. Stranger Things nerd, thank you for the sub and welcome to the stream. I appreciate that. When did I start playing Pokemon? I started with Fire Red, but I ended up taking a break for a while because my DS Lite got broken, so I couldn't play the second half of Gen 4. Like, I couldn't play Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Platinum when they came out, and I couldn't play any of Gen 5. And then I got my 3DS when ORAS was out, so I didn't really get back into Pokemon until 3 years ago at all. And then I really got back into it with Sun and Moon. So it really hasn't been that long that I've, like, been back into Pokemon. But I initially played Pokemon when I was about 8. So that would be... How many years ago? That'd be like 13 years ago at this point. So it's been a while that I've been into it, but I've been in and out of it. I'm trash, get wrecked. I know, right? I'm a scrub. Started playing since Diamond. That's cool. That's cool. A lot of my friends really like Gen 4. Most of my friends got into Gen 3 though. Like, that was just when our age was. You got into it 10 years ago. That's cool, dude. You broke your left, right, and start, so you can't soft reset anymore. Oh no, that's unfortunate. My on my like 3DS, it's kind of dead. The left trigger was going out a little bit, so I wouldn't be able to soft reset on that either. Fortunately, my capture card doesn't have that problem, but like, yeah, that was not a fun. That was not a fun experience, like trying to just navigate boxes and stuff. A scrub, I am. Look at how many encounters I've had to go through for Charmander. Would a scrub be taking this long to get it? Infernape is still your favorite Pokemon? That's cool. My favorite Pokemon's Rowlet, but that was like the first time it's changed since it was Ralts back in like Gen 3 days. Take insults and just say alright then. I accept them. I accept them. Like I said, it's got to balance out the number of compliments I get, otherwise my ego's going to get too inflated. And then I will start calling people trash, right? Possibly Poplio's a big competition. Fair enough, fair enough. Poplio's a nice Pokemon too. But I mean, how can you not like this face? Like, it's too adorable. That is too far, Windowix. Insulting Rowlet. Insulting Rowlet. That's going too far. Who's my favorite shiny legendary? That'd be Rayquaza. That's why I'm excited to get to it for hunting. I've been going through all the shinies in Gen and like Dex order, so I guess just Dex order at that point. But yeah, so I've been going through all the shinies in Dex order, and so I'm excited to be getting close to the Weather Trio and stuff, because those are some of my favorite legendaries as well as shiny legendaries. So I'm really, really excited about that. Your favorite has always been Ninetales. There was a point where the Fennekin line gave it a serious run for its money. It happens from time to time. Eventually a design like just resonates with you well. You gotta see if like it resonates with you and like sticks with you. You like Litten and Rowlet as a shiny? Litten isn't my favorite of the starters, but it's my favorite shiny of the starters. Like, I don't know, I really like that white with red accents on it. Like, that's just such a cool, like, color scheme to me. Go even further beyond. I think we've gone far enough there, Vanillix. Insulting Rowlet? No, not happening. Unbeat your favorite Pokemon, Shinx. That's cool. You just love Gen 4. Understandable. Gen 4 is a great gen. I need to play a bit more of it. I have Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. So there's no reason for me not to play it. I've got reasons for Diamond and Pearl not to be used yet, but Platinum could be played. Poplio's a boring shiny. Poplio's shiny is a little bit eh. Overall, that whole line's really inconsistent in terms of shinies for me. But at the end of the day, like, it's not a bad one. It's just, it doesn't change a lot. It's just a darker blue. It happens. Yeah, it's just darker blue. There's a few little tweaks to its other colors and stuff, so it's like, it's noticeable. It's more noticeable than something like Regice, I would say. Regice, I'm constantly going, is that shiny? And I'm actually not sure if I'll be able to tell when it happens. He needs all 5 Gen 4 games. I do, but even out of box, the other two would be like $120 together now. Those games keep going up in price. Be careful with profanity, guys. I do try to keep the chats PG. Just for any new people in the stream, it is getting caught by YouTube's fan filter for anyone who is saying it. Of course, Ninetales is still your favorite and you adore the Fennekin line, but now it's your third favorite rather than second because Espeon takes the second favorite. That's okay. That's okay. That's cool. Yikes. No, I mean, like, seriously, those games are ridiculously expensive now. And they keep going up. Like, I saw one in box for like 65, and I was like, just box, not even like a complete in box, no booklets or anything, and not like the full box of Pokewalker. And it was like 60 bucks. I'm like, huh. Like our girlfriend, like Mel and I saw it at a convention, and we're like, that's a lot of money for that. And then I saw it at GameStop for like $65, just cartridge, and I was like, maybe that was a fair price, and I should have looked at it more. But no, that was a lot. Shiny Mew is good, that blue color. I really like it. Ditto shares it too. And what else? Corsola. Corsola kind of has it as well. Those are like really nice ones for me. What's a Mew? Mew is one of the first legendary Pokemon. the lies about the Mew under the truck glitch, I wasn't into Pokemon back when those were a thing. So I managed to avoid them all. But I feel like those are also some, like, type of things that we'll never get back, you know? Because the internet makes it really easy to fact check that kind of thing. As well as, like, people tearing apart game code immediately can rule that stuff out. But, no, that was, like... It's always interesting looking back and, like, seeing the different rumors that people had spread about that kind of thing. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, X-Rider. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. Hope to see you again soon. Your voice sounds like you've been sucking on helium balloons your whole life. I mean, voices are weird. It wasn't until, like... It wasn't for so long, like, I was probably like 8 or 9 before I was like, my voice sounds different than I think it does. Or than, like, I hear. And my voice is so much, like, more nasally in my head. So it was really weird when I found out, like, how deep my voice actually is. I was like, that... It almost made me, like, uncomfortable. It's like, it's one of those things you eventually kind of forget about again, and, like, it just becomes, like, whatever. Until, like, I had to edit, like, a stream, and I looked back and went, my voice sounds awful. You know, so, like, I can understand the, like, oh, my voice sounds so weird thing. So I have that. What's up, Strange Top Hat? Welcome to the stream. Been a while, long time no see. How have you been doing? Everyone's got a new unique voice, exactly. Don't hear your own voice sometimes. I mean, no, I can't. I do not like mine. I think your voice sounds weird, but everyone else says it's calming, so you're like... It's just because you're used to it being a different way, like, I don't know. You guys are used to the voice, like, my voice that you hear, but when I hear that voice, I almost, like, recoil, like, it's just... Oh, it sounds so weird to me to think that that's my voice. You're back in Charmander, can you please shine? I know we've got 15 more minutes for it, too, for the day. It'd be awesome if it could. I agree, Vanillix. It's really hard to read and write in real life. I mean, I don't have problems with reading so much as when I write, my mind gets ahead of my hand, and so I, like, flip letters and stuff when I'm writing specifically. 11,000 tries. It has been a crazy ride with Charmander. It's been 11,000 tries, like 11 months at this point. It's been a lot. See, like, Vanilla, so, like, you compliment my voice, and I was like... I remember looking back at, like, the footage for Zigzagoon to, like, start checking timing, and I played it once, and, like, or half the time through that encounter, I was like, I have to mute this. Like... It's just something that I don't think anyone, like, unless you constantly look back and, like, listen to your own voice over and over and over again, you're not gonna get used to it. You spend so much time hearing it the other way. Dyslexia and stuff. Yeah, that can affect it for sure. It's been a long time for Charmander. It really has. Reading a random disorder. Yeah, that's... Sorry to hear that. I mean, it definitely makes things more difficult for sure. The voice in your head that you think sounds like... One second. Messages are scrolling too fast right now. The voice in your head that you think sounds like it sounds like something heard that a lot of science. Guess what game is too spooky for you? What is that game? Baldur's Basics, what's that game about? A very gracious voice. Well, I am gracious to hear that, I guess. I don't even know if that was like... That probably wasn't the right use of the word, but we're going with it. Is that shiny? It is not. It is hard to tell. Take that compliment to the heart. It immediately went there. I will treasure it forever to know it. I come to your voice, remember, and you're weirded out by it, which is funny. I think it's happened several times. Eventually I get used to it, I guess. Oof. Oof to what, Luigi? Maybe your pillow. What's up, an expert Cuphead player, 3521. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. I am doing well. Just looking for these shinies, hoping one will shine soon. You missing your just scared of Five Nights at Freddy's? I know I would be, and that's why I don't play it. Anything horror, I avoid, because I am terrified so easily. Like, just the thought of potentially being scared is enough for me. What's up, ZSand0123? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Sorry you're late. You're all good. You're all good. You made it for the last 10 minutes or so of the stream. Hopefully it can be a successful 10 minutes. FNAF was never scary. I mean, I know it was just jump scares and stuff that really weren't, like, scary, but it's enough for me. It's enough for me. You get used to jump scares? I mean, you can get used to them. I just know I wouldn't. Like, they'd always startle me at least a little, and that's enough for me to, like, build anticipation off of. Got used to them. And it makes sense, like, if you're playing it enough, eventually you kind of come to expect it. Sometimes you just jump really hard. And I know I would do that, but the problem is, like, it's not the actual jump scare, it's knowing that one's gonna happen, and I know that's kind of the point. But, like, I don't know, it's just that anticipation builds within me so easily that, like, no matter what, it'll just scare me because I know I should be scared. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I would definitely just be, like, jump and maybe go, like, holy whatever, and, like, under my breath kind of mutter something, but, like, it's not like I would be, like, screaming at the top of my lungs or anything. But, yeah, no, that's just, it's not my kind of game. Want to see something scary in Pokemon? What's that, Stranger Things? Yeah, you'll see people from time to time like that. Elite Four using a full restore. The most terrifying thing that can happen. It's the thing you are absolutely the most terrified of when, like, they use it and you're like, you just need that one hit at the end. It's cool. It's cool. Things like that happen. I'm putting, like, myself out there on the internet. I'm aware that sometimes there are consequences to that.
Alright guys, we got 5 minutes left. Let's see if we can't get the 1650 on Regice here. Hopefully we can get to it. Remember that trainer in Gen 4 when a trainer traded him Medicham with a Haunter while Haunter's holding it ever since? I heard about that. I've seen that. I've never actually experienced it because my lack of Gen 4 experience is unfortunate, but I do remember seeing stuff about that. But alright guys, this is going to be our last Charmander of the night. I mean, I've responded to comments on it so far. Last Charmander of the night coming up. 11,663 on Charmander. It's up there. It's up there. It's been like 11 months of hunting, on and off. A large amount of it off. I didn't really pick it up again until April, after like October-ish. So it hasn't actually been too terribly long. We get about 120-ish a night. So it's been rough, but it's not been the worst thing ever. You know? Alright, last Charmander was not shiny, unfortunately. But we'll set up for this Bulbasaur. Maybe, honestly, I'm expecting the Bulbasaur at this point, guys. Like, I think that's what we're gonna get first. Free Everstone, I guess. I mean, there you go. Look at the bright side of it, exactly. But yeah, I know that's one of those like, haha. It shows you two mechanics at once, essentially, of like, and also like, you know, make sure it's probably there more to teach a lesson than anything, as well as be like one of those. Do you see that thing? It's like word of mouth spreads Pokemon more. But no, I guess in some ways it kind of like shows be wary of trading. Like people can kind of screw you a little bit. You sell Everstone? I never sell any items. I never end up using them, but I just don't sell them. I guess it helps that like the bag doesn't really fill up in the newer games. But alright guys. Alright guys, last encounters of the night. Will we get a shiny or not? Will we get the shiny? Let's see. I'm gonna encounter Regice. Encounter Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's not shiny. And Regice doesn't look like it either. So again, thank you everyone for tuning into the stream. Everyone that liked, everyone that subscribed. It's always a big thanks to all of you guys in chat, because you guys make these streams really, really fun. I don't have a raid picked out for tonight, and I'm gonna get going so I can do some stuff tonight before I go to bed. So I will see you all again tomorrow, guys. And until next time, take care.